What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma, here doing a video, and in this video, I'm here to give you the results for NXT TakeOver Toronto. And yeah, dare I say, this is going to be better, way better than the up-and-coming Survivor Series. But, yeah, basically, we're going to start off with the first match and whatever. And yeah, this match, it felt like it could have been the main event and whatever. Like, it had that type of feel and whatever, and the match was that great. And the match was the glorious Bobby Roode, and yeah, we're actually calling him that in his entrance, versus the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Great match and whatever. Like I said, it had the big fight feel and whatever. It felt like it could have been for the title. You know what I mean? But yeah, the end came when Bobby Roode hit his finisher, which apparently is an implant DDT. He hit that 1, 2, 3, and your winner, the glorious Bobby Roode. And the interesting thing about it, like towards the end or whatever, you see Ty Dillinger, he's all sad and upset in the middle of the ring. And he gets a standing ovation, you know what I mean? Fans love him. He's way over with the fans or whatever. It's a shame he really doesn't have a good win-loss record in NXT. You know what I mean? But I think for some odd reason, it felt like it was like a swan song, like he was leaving NXT. Kind of like they did for Sami Zayn and whatever. You know what I mean? But you kind of knew Sami Zayn was leaving. This you're not really so sure about. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up on the main roster. If he winds up on the main roster, though, you know what I mean? Hopefully they do something better with him. Hopefully they don't do him like they did Connor and Vector of the Ascension and, like, totally, like, ruin him and whatnot. But, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, awesome match right from the beginning. That's why I feel like it's going to beat Survivor Series. Because right from the beginning, it was awesome. Next we have, it's the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, and that is the Authors of Pain, Akim and Razor with Paul Ellery going against TM61, Nick Miller, and Shane Thorne. Great match and whatever. Mind you, there's a stipulation where Paul Ellery can't interfere in the match because they're going to put him in what they call a crash cage. Like, I don't know if that's the proper term for it. Basically, it's a shark cage or whatever. Like when you go deep sea diving or whatever. They put him in that, and then they hoist the cage above the ring. That way he can't interfere. But yeah, basically Paul Ellery is up there and whatnot. The match is going on, like, really awesome. At one point, one of the members of Authors of Pain, I want to say it was Razor, he's like kind of dragging I want to say Nick Miller on the contraption that was holding up the cage, and like he falls. Nick Miller's still up there. Out of nowhere, Nick Miller does a swanton bomb just like Jeff Hardy would do back in the day. And I mean, it was a crazy spot. He took out everybody. It was awesome. Also, Shane Helms, this man is like crazy strong and whatever. He's doing body slams and whatnot to the Authors of Pain. Mind you, these two men are like 400 pounds each, you know, something around there, and it was crazy and whatever. Yeah, basically the cage did not stop Paul Ellery from interfering because he threw a steel chain to one of his guys so they could, like, you know, basically cheat to win, but that didn't like work out the way they wanted. Basically it backfired. But at the end of the match, they hit their finisher, which is called the Final Chapter. And yeah, you're winners of the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tournament, the Authors of Pain. I think they're going to go for the tag team titles eventually. It will be awesome. But yeah, speaking of tag team titles, that's the next match right now. And that is the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, going against DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. And this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. First fall, the Revival gets it, you know what I mean? I believe they cheated. I don't remember correctly. I'm recording this next day. Second fall, of course, DIY got that. So now they're on sudden death and whatever. And this fall was awesome. At one point, the Revival tries to do DIY's finisher, which is like the knee super kick combo when the guy's on the knees in the middle of the ring. They do that. They miss. You know what I mean? I think it was Dash Wilder. He accidentally super kicked Scott Dawson. Then the end came when Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa basically did submission moves and whatever. One was a crossface, one seemed like a reverse crossface. They're both in the middle of the ring. Revive was holding hands, trying to stop each other from tapping out. All of a sudden, bam, 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 both men tapped out at the same exact time. And your winner and new tag team champions, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. It's about time. Like, these men, like, fought hard. They've been, like, at it for a long time. And I think the Revive was going up to the main roster to, like, feud with, New Day anyway. They're gonna go up to Raw. You know what I mean? And lately, if you've been paying attention on Twitter, they've been basically taking shots at the Young Bucks from Ring of Honor in New Japan. So, you know, Young Bucks and might wind up on Raw too eventually when we sign them. But yeah, basically, like, I think they're gonna leave NXT and whatever, and yeah, DIY is gonna have like a lot of time there, and plus they might fight against Authors of Pain, so that's gonna be an awesome match there too. Next we have, for the NXT Women's title, we have the champion Asuka going against the returning Mickie James, and God, Mickie James is so sexy right now. She's like a fine wine or whatever. I know it's cliche, but it's true in this case. You know what I mean? Like, she basically, like, got better with age and whatever. Like, oh my God. Like, remember back in the day when, what's her name? Michelle McCool and Layla would make fun of her and call her Piggy James because she had some, like, she was kind of thick, had, like, meat on those bones. Like, you know what I mean? She wasn't bad, but, oh my God, she got so much better now. But, yeah, enough with me lusting over Mickie James. Like, this match was awesome. And, yeah, they started chanting, "You still got it," to Mickie. Like, she ever, like, lost it. She never really retired. She's been in, like, she's been doing independent lately, but she was in TNA for a while, for those of you that don't know. And, yeah, like, awesome match right here. She basically, like, had Asuka, like, running there for a minute. Like, oh my God. Like, and I think she's the first one to do that and whatever. You know what I mean? You know, Asuka had matches against Nia Jax, Bayley, but this is the first time you ever see Asuka in trouble and whatever. But Asuka, out of nowhere, does her finisher, which is a chicken wing or whatever. I don't know what she officially calls it. I want to call it the Asuka lock. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere, Mickie James taps out immediately. At the end of the match, Mickie wants to shake her hand, and Asuka, all cocky, raise up her belt and whatever. So there might be a rematch here eventually. You know what I mean? Like, that was like a cocky thing to do at the end. But yeah, your winner here and still champion, Asuka. And finally, we have the main event of the evening. We have Shinsuke Nakamura, the champion, the NXT champion, going against the former champion, Samoa Joe. Great match here. Shinsuke Nakamura had a awesome entrance or whatever, where you had a whole bunch of people allegedly playing the violin, which, you know, they were faking it the whole time, faking the funk. And yeah, like, but it looked really cool. It looked really awesome, whatever. And they basically went strong, you know what I mean? Shinsuke Nakamura is like the king of strong style. They basically was really hitting each other like really hard. And yeah, the end came when they're like outside the ring or whatever. Samoa Joe, behind the referee's back, allegedly, I swear the referee saw this, kicks like Shinsuke Nakamura low. Then the referee turns back around. Joe does, guess a Uranagi, you know, rock bottom, on the steel steps, which I swear that would have been disqualification, but it didn't. Throws him back in the ring, does the muscle buster, 1, 2, 3, your winner, and I want to say he's the first ever 2-time NXT champion, Samoa Joe. And I mean, correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong about that, but I swear he's the first ever 2-time NXT champion. But yeah, y'all, you know what I mean? Awesome show, whatever. 10 out of 10. I swear to God, it was a 10 out of 10. And yeah, you know what I mean? Comment down below and tell me if you agree with me. Whether it was a good show, whether it was a bad show. Tell me, do you think this is going to beat Survivor Series and whatever. And yeah, y'all, you know what I mean? If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, you know what I mean? Share with your friends, you know what I mean? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And until next time, y'all, peace.